Hey, it's Chris Johnstone, and I have an advanced training for you that's going to show you how to generate more referrals from your existing database, more referral partners in your business, and more quality leads from your marketing online. And what we're about to do is show you how to weave those three things together into a plan to get you from where you are in your business and your income right now to where you want to be in a year's time with your business and your income. This is advanced training that I take my high-level consulting clients through, and you're getting it here today for free. So without further ado, we're going to hop over to the whiteboard and start your advanced training. All right, so here we go. This exercise is going to take you from where you are right now in your business to where you want to go. And we're going to go through a goal setting exercise to help you plan out where you are and then guide you through the steps of building a system to get you there in a orderly fashion so that you can track weekly, monthly, quarterly, and then annually on your path to your goal. And I'm going to give you three specific things for each of these steps that are going to help you go out, implement, and actually grow your gross revenue in your business and your net income as an individual. You're absolutely going to love this. So there are some key metrics that you have to establish up front in order to intelligently walk yourself through this process. Now, the first is your cost per lead. Now, you don't absolutely need to know what this number is, but you should know roughly how much you're investing in your business to generate each lead that you generate. So at this point, pull out a sheet of paper and follow along with me. You don't have to draw the incredibly well-drawn people on your piece of paper, but you do need the numbers that are actually going to help you get to your goal. So cost per lead, you can have a rough estimate of what this is in your business. Now, cost per acquisition is the dollar amount that you spend on marketing and advertising to acquire a customer. So you know on average how much you spend in your lead generation to acquire a customer in your business. And again, it's okay to ballpark this stuff because you're going to refine it as you go through the process. And in a year from today, you'll know these numbers down pat. You'll know exactly what it is and exactly what path your business is on. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. What's really important is where we're going to take you and getting you to your end goal. So even if these numbers are a little bit rough, don't worry, it's not your fault. We're going to get you to a point where you have knowledge and power in these numbers, okay? Now, the next one is gross, and this is the gross commission on average that you get from each mortgage transaction. So when you process a loan, how much on average is that worth to you? Now, a very quick and easy way to determine that number in your business is to look at your deal file from last year. Take the total number of transactions that you generated, and then take the total gross volume that you generated, divide that, and that will give you your average gross transaction number. Then you take all of your expenses in your business off of your gross total, and that gives you your net revenue. Right? So what we're ultimately doing is working down to a net number where you know how much income is generated per every one deal that you generate in your business. Now, the reason why we've had to work through those numbers to get to that total is so that we can lay out the actions that you have to do in your business in order to ultimately hit an income target. Because if we know that, for example's sake, we want to make $500,000 in your business in a year, we have to know how many deals we need to process in order to hit that number. Makes sense, right? Remember, knowledge and numbers are power in your business. If you don't have these things right now, you're almost like a ship without a rudder, and you're letting the market dynamics, you're letting your database control where you're going and where your income is going. We don't want that. We want you to be in control of your income so that you can do the necessary actions to live the lifestyle that you want to lead. Pretty cool, right? So, getting into the training of how to get you from here to here. What we need to do is take a look at the gross and net income that you've got and then plan out what it is and what you want that to be. And it can be Well, everybody's going to be a little bit different. That's the beauty of managing and running our own businesses, right? So the income goal that you put over here, you're going to have, and pardon me while I step over here and do another fantastic drawing for you. You're going to put down what you want your gross, put that there, volume to be in the business, and then you're going to write down what you want your net revenue to be in a year from today. And that's going to give you your target. Now again, based on that net number, we're going to know how many deals you need to process. So to give you an example of how this works out, I actually 2 days ago ran through a new high-level consulting client in this process. And here's the way that the numbers worked out. We needed a grand total of 40 more transactions in that business in order to hit the new net revenue target. So what we did was we assigned 20 deals here, we assigned 10 deals here, and we assigned 10 extra deals here. And that gave us a plan for the different actions that had to be taken on a regular basis in order to reach the goal. Now, the first area of improvement that you have in your business is your database, right? So these are the people that have already done business with you that you can market to get referrals from your database and get repeat customers from your database. Now, there's really 3 core ways that you should be going out to your database and getting business from them. And the first we're going to put here is a newsletter, right? This can be done digitally or it can be done in print, but at least once a month you should be reaching out to your past client database, getting top of mind with them, providing value, and reminding them that you are in the business of referrals. Now, the next thing that you should be doing in your database, we're going to put a quarter in here, because once a quarter, you should be setting aside a full day or 2 days, depending on the size of your database, to call every person in your database to touch base with them and just make sure, again, that you're top of mind and you're getting as many referrals as possible. And then the third I've got down here is social media. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I've got this fantastic strategy on Facebook that puts you top of mind with your past client database. Very quickly, if you want the more advanced training, leave a comment and I'll send you the link to where you can get that training. But inside social media, you should have a custom list in your Facebook of just the people that you've done business with in the past. And on a regular basis, you should be going out and liking and commenting and sharing on their information on social media. And again, that keeps you top of mind and gives them the ability to refer you business on social media. So now, if you're already doing all 3 of those things, you know there's no more deals to be taken from this. You're getting as much revenue as possible from this. So if that would be the case, what you would do is, pardon me, you would take this off and know that you've now got to add 10 more deals here and 10 more deals here. And that's the beauty of this exercise, is knowing what actions you need to do in order to hit your goals. And as we walk through this, everybody gets a different plan for how they can actually take that action and actually get results. So give me a second here, because I need a drink of water before I take you through the next 2 steps. Okay, so if you haven't already, take out the piece of paper and make sure that you're at the same point in this exercise. And if you're missing any of these marketing techniques, don't worry. I'm going to give you something very valuable at the end of this video to help you make sure that you're getting results here. Now, the first area of improvement is your database marketing. The second area of improvement is your referral marketing partners. And again, this is an area where you can take a specific amount of referral partners and know roughly how much you are going to get from each of those referral partners as far as gross revenue and net revenue. So as a rough average, we normally say that one good referral partner is going to be worth about 6 deals a year. So 1 every other month, right? So you know that for every 1 referral partner that you bring into your business, you can equate roughly 6 deals and 6 pieces of income from each of those referral partners. Now, there are 3 specific ways that we've seen fantastic impact in going out and setting up new referral relationships with quality referral partners. And that's a very important word. You want to make sure that you're working with quality people so that they don't waste your time and you can make sure that you're hitting your targets. Now, the first area that you have that you can take advantage of to get more referral partners is our monthly events. And we'll put me on there. That looks a little bit weird, but it kind of works out great because I host an event that is sponsored by First National Financial every month. You get access to that event through First National for free, and you can send that out to all of your referral partners. I teach and train great content that helps them grow their business, and you get credit for running that event. You should definitely be part of that program. It helps you generate new referral partners. Now, the second area is on, again, social media. And you should be active inside the local real estate groups, and you should be targeting specific referral partners that you want to work with and going out and liking and commenting and sharing their content on social media. And then after you've done that and set up that relationship, you're going to make sure that you follow up, book an appointment, and actually get that person to the table to start doing business with you. And that leads us to the third thing, an R, and this is results in advance. And again, you can tell we're not here for the quality of the writing, we are here for the quality of the information. So results in advance is a strategy, again using social media, where we go out and we take somebody else's business and we run ads to help generate leads for them. So this can be financial planners, it can be real estate professionals, whatever it is. You reach out to them, ask them if it's okay that you promote their business, and then go back to them with the leads that you generate through this strategy. Again, we've taught that in detail on some of those monthly events, so you should definitely get plugged into that. Now, by doing these three things on a very regular basis, we're able to take our high-level consulting clients and pick a target of how many referral partners they want to work with and just go through the activities until we've filled up that book of business so that we're going to reach our income targets, right? Again, it's a very simple strategy, but you actually have to implement it every month in order to actually get the results. So that's our database marketing and our referral marketing. And again, if you're not doing all of these things, it's the key to growth, but don't feel bad. That's not your fault. What we want is from this point forward in your career, you moving towards these goals, right? And that leads us to the third and most powerful of these strategies that you can use to make a significant impact in your growth. And that is with your marketing, okay? And this is the area where you can set a target for massive growth that many may feel is unattainable, but using proven strategies that we know that work in the online marketing space, we can really dial up your lead gen in order to generate results for you. Now, the three specific ways that you can go out and market to get more customers, the first and the most powerful is Google. And I'm going to put GO on there because that stands for Google Organic. And that is showing up in the 3-pack in your local market space. And if you have any questions about that, we have a program or a service where we can actually do that for you, or you can do it on your own using the free information that we give away on our blog. So definitely Google Organic. You should be a top-ranked and a top-rated professional in your local marketplace. It generates the highest quality lead and the most consistent flow so that you're tapping into the most amount of mortgage transactions in your marketplace. There was actually a study that was done by Accenture. It was a fantastic study, showed that almost 25% of the total mortgage volume that's done in the United States right now is happening through digital sources. There's a huge part of the mortgage business that's happening there, and I want you to tap into that. So that's your number one marketing method online to go out and get customers. Now, the second is social media, right? And that is running ads and networking on social media in order to generate new leads in your business. So using Facebook ads, you target in on the specific people that are most likely to convert in your offer and run ads to them. Now, the other thing that you need as part of your social media marketing campaign is retargeting and using lookalike audiences to market to your database. And again, if you don't have enough information on that, on how to get that implemented, you can find lots of great tips on our blog at connectionincorporated.com. Now, the third area is paid marketing. So this encompasses Google and Facebook and sites like Kijiji or Craigslist, where you sponsor advertisements in front of people that are most likely to convert on your offers. You drive them to a lead generation page that gets them to pick up the phone and call you right away. If you implement these three things, most often we get campaigns to a point where people come back to us and say, okay, look, I need to dial the volume down. Once you have all three of these runnings, for every 10 leads that you generate, you should be averaging 1 transaction that comes out. So using these systems, you can say, okay, here's my goal of what I want to achieve, and here's how much marketing I need to do in order to reach those goals. Here's the powerful part about this for you. Every plan, like we said, is going to be different. And so getting from where you are to where you want to be actually becomes really simple using this exercise. So when you map out how many deals you need for your net revenue, you can then attribute a number to each of these boxes. So to give you a rough idea of what you should be achieving in your business, for every 4 people that you have in your database right now, that should equal 1 referral per year. So you can take your total database and figure out how many referrals you should be getting every year. If you're not reaching that goal, there's work to be done in this category. Now, for our referral partners, we know that every 1 referral partner that you set up, you're going to get an average of 6 transactions a year from those referral partners. So if you want 24 deals in your business, you need 4 solid referral partners, and you can use these strategies to go out and set those relationships up. And we also know that from your marketing, for every 10 leads that you generate, you should be averaging about 1 closed transaction for every 10 leads that you bring in to your business. So mapping this process out, you can very quickly and easily see what activities need to be done in your business in order to get the result. Now, here's the trick, okay? If you look at Brian Tracy or you look at any of these big trainers, the one thing that they talk about when it comes to success basically boils down to 2 things. 1, you need a plan, right? Which we've laid out here together. The second thing that you need is discipline and consistency, okay? Because it's great to go through this exercise, it's great to put it down on paper, but if in 2 weeks from today you haven't done any of the action items in order to get the results, we're no further ahead, we're no further towards the goal, which is why I've got something very special for you, because I want to walk you through actually doing the things that you need to do to get you to your incredibly poorly drawn goal. And that should be bigger. That should be, we want to get you to the point where you're ecstatic with your business. We want to get you to the point where you're powerful in your business. And I want to guide you there, which is why I've got some really important information for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the training as much as I enjoyed producing it for you. And as you can tell, I want the absolute best for you, which is why I've come up with an offer that I feel is so ridiculously good that it's going to be very hard to refuse. So what I've done is I've set aside 45 minutes of my time so that you and I can get on the phone one-on-one and I can customize this plan for your business and give you a roadmap of exactly what to do to get you to your income target in the future. So during this 45-minute session, I'm going to sit down with you, take you through the exercise, and get you to a point where you have a clear vision of how to reach that goal. Now, at the end of that 45-minute call, there's basically 3 things that can happen. The first is that you're thrilled with the plan and you decide to go out and implement it on your own. That's amazing. All I ask is that when you go out, you implement and you get results, you come back and you leave us an online testimonial telling people about how much value you got from the call. Now, the second thing that may potentially happen is that you don't find value in the call. Now, I've done a ton of these calls before, and I've never had anybody take me up on this offer, but if you're not 100% satisfied with the time that we spend together, tell me at the end of the call, and I will PayPal you $150 on the spot to reimburse you for your time, because I realize that's the most precious asset that all of us have. Now, the third potential outcome is that you ask for my help in implementing this plan and making sure that you get to your goals. If that's the case, we can discuss whether or not you're a good fit for the program and let you know about next steps. Now, I want you to know up front, the consulting program gets you 2 calls a month, 1 hour each, with me on the phone, getting you to your end goal. The cost for this program is $1,250. So for most of you, that's half of a deal a month to have me walking you in your business through hitting your income targets, which is an incredible value. You can cancel at any time in the program. Now, there's some other things that you need to know about that. We have limited spots for these consultations because, well, I only have so much time and I'm running the business, right? Just like yourselves. And we only have 12 spots available in the consulting program. So it's important that you book your appointment as soon as possible. Now, I have a little something in place to keep away the time vampires, and that is a deposit of $150 that you place right now before the call. At the end of the call, if you decide to implement on your own, I give you that $150 back immediately. If you decide to join the consulting program, I will apply that to your first payment. And if you decide to take me up on my offer for value, I will send you the total amount right there on the call. Now, I've never had that happen. It's not going to happen this time, I don't believe, but I have it there to protect your time. So here's what you do next. Underneath this video is going to be a form. I want you to fill out your contact information and hit the button. After that, it will ask you to submit your payment. This payment is a fully refundable deposit just to place your call with me. We'll get on the phone for 45 minutes. I'll map you through the whole process, and you'll leave that call with a plan to go out and get your own results. Again, this is a limited offer, so I suggest that you take action now, and I hope that you enjoyed this training. My name is Johnstone. I'm the CEO of Connection Incorporated, and I look forward to seeing you soon.